Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So I'm going to be continuing the timed event Fayz Trials hypothesis with this level right here, the final level. Individuals adapted to working together may sometimes make flawed judgments when their movement is impeded. So I'm going to have Alhaitham, Fischl, Nahida, and Shinobu. Let's go ahead and start. And there we go. You know what? I should always use Fischl's ability first. Oh.
Process of elimination.
Huh. Okay. He's pretty good. Now I think about it. Do I have him? If I do, I've never even tried to use him. Oh, I keep forgetting to check what that does. It's not a big deal though. Okay, those enemies are dead. Yeah, collect all these just because. Ah! Ah, great.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Okay, I'm gonna be able to use that again. Yep. Good. I don't really want to fight the special hilly troll enemies. If I can avoid it. That should get rid of some of them.
Wings of darkness, come, sever night from disc.
Okay, who's my healer? I don't know who my healer is. You know what? It doesn't really matter. Because I'll be able to do this anyways. Although I still have a minute and 30 seconds left. So I don't know. Whoa.
Out of my way.
Ah. Maybe he heals me? I don't know. I don't think Nahida can heal. I might be able to heal just using items, right? No, I can't use in this domain. Not a big deal. Okay, get rid of those. Okay, that one does not have a weak point. Not a big deal.
Your coming was foretold.
Ah. I've got to learn some more about these characters for sure. Eventually. Not knowing who my healer is amongst all these characters is kind of unfortunate. Definitely not, Oh wait! Somebody's healing. Why is, Oh! I understand. This ability could heal. Yeah, Shinobu can heal me. Good. You know what? Let's just get rid of all these enemies now. I was so focused on that, what was healing me, that I just kind of stopped for a second there. Okay, good. It's kind of like, what's-her-name's ability, Barbara's. Yeah. Oh, I was about to use the weakness thing again, but I didn't realize how close I was to the end. Let's go ahead and collect our prizes, and then move on to that one side quest that I've got to do. Plane. There we go. That wasn't too bad at all. Go to Asipatravana Swamp to search for Mahir. You need the help of the Pari Mahir and Rashnu to obtain the chaplet. You might be able to find Mahir's trail in Asipatravana Swamp. Let's go ahead and activate this, and then... are you sure we're going the right way, Sorush? Stop making such disgraceful noises. Would I lead you wrong? Huh, pale floater. You could stand to learn from our Yasnapati and his unflinching calm. To be honest, I am somewhat nervous on the inside. Exactly. Just look at that big massive stuff over there. Is pretty scary already, or just looking at it, rather. Such trivial trials. They pale in comparison to the sacrifice that I must offer up later. Ah, I misspeak. You, pale floater, are not as bold as my Yasnapati, but perhaps one may consider retreating at the slightest sign of danger a wise choice. Right. That's right. Aether is in charge of being brave, while Paimon's in charge of being smart. That's why we make the best of buddies after all. Nice going, buddy. Hee, right? Paimon thinks that was a good rejoinder, too. But I did not give you your title for naught, Yastapati. Do give praise unto my bravery more, pray. Okay. Well, Aether's known Paimon Lugger. When he's not being your Yasnapati, there's nothing wrong with him sparing some time to praise Paimon. Anyway, don't sweat the small stuff, Sorush. You're not really doing anything that especially needs praising right now, are you? My great work is not for the present, but for the future. Still, at this very moment, you are being given the privilege to witness where it all begins. Well, if you say so. Speaking of which, we're here to find Mahir, that foolish familiar of thorns. She must be suffering right now. Wait, is she trapped in there? Then we've got to go save her. The power of the purple mist beneath us shares the source with the demons of Dev. Mahir's task should have been to keep such wicked powers from running rampant upon this earth. Under the sign of Apausha, the powers of the two forces warring here ebb and flow. We Pari should be dauntless, willing to fight till we ourselves are torn to shreds. But Mahir? Ha! I shouldn't wonder if she searches for some way to protect herself even now, conducting some loathsome struggle. Wait, aren't you allies? Are you really gonna leave a fellow Pari to her fate like that? Cold-hearted little Pari. You wouldn't be unable to rescue your comrade by any chance, would you? Huh? Maybe you're right. The problem could very well be something not even Sorush can solve. It is no difficult matter, saving Mahir. Perhaps I might even call it trivial. But we Pari each have our mission, and we also have different ideals. She must have found some position equal in seclusion and defensibility, before using a grace cape to seal both the demons and herself in. If she could still move freely, ha! She would be like that Kavarena, begging for aid and prostrating herself before all and sundry to earn pity. Can Kavarena even prostrate themselves? Maybe if they try hard enough? You plebeians miss the point. All the same, the state of this place tells me that she shall not hold out long by herself. How pitiful. Pah, what a horrible sight. To be as Mahir is, corroded by filth, falling from a spotless to a sinful state, yet desperate to preserve herself. Had the elder not bade me come. Hee, so after all that, you do care. Hardly. I merely wish to see if that useless fool has any regrets or not. If she turns back to us and accepts our aid, then perhaps I shall spare her a moment or two. After all, the flower, the star of the songs of praise, shall seem less radiant if the green leaves are not there to serve as its foil. The following labor shall be little, but it is still a radiant shard. Yastapati mine. Record it down with a reverent heart, and use even this mote of shattered light to grace your mighty hymn. We can talk about the less important stuff later, Sorush. Let's figure out how to disperse that purple mist first. Less important, you say? Well, so be it. Mahir's sinful form renders her unable to fulfill her duty, but the thorns remain. So long as I lend them some of my strength, it shall only take a brief moment to scatter this purple smoke. As for the downward path, let us follow that wandering Kavarena that we just saw. Well, if Sorush is so sure, let's try getting closer then. Oh, right. If you feel uncomfortable, then hold your breath. Well, Paimon isn't all that good at doing that herself, so you'd better make it quick, Sorush. Underestimate me not, Pale Floater. Okay, let's follow this little thing. And hopefully awaken the power of Kavarena and disperse the purple mist. Didn't you see it groveling there? It's begging us to help banish... Then what should we do? Okay, so I'm supposed to use Sorush here, right? That's what I'm gathering. So let's... can I dash? Yeah, I can dash. So... Whoa, look out! Something's coming out of the purple mists. So this is a filth that's been I can't keep up with what they're saying. It's talking about Naroda fruits, though, so that means that I have to use that one ability. I think. I forget how to use it. Maybe I have to go over here and collect some of these things or whatever. Yeah, like this right here. There we go. Now I have some uses. Do that. Whoa, it actually worked. Huh, of course it did. Okay. Oh, over here. And this should be the final one? Yeah. Follow the floating Kavarena again. Okay. The purple mists are gone. We can keep heading forward. Correct. Just let the Kavarena guide you. Okay, let's go back to Aether and Paimon. Okay, and keep moving forward. Why did you not keep moving forward? There we go. And it'll probably stop by the one on the left there. Wait, what's that? That looks like a Sealy. It's all trapped in that dark stuff there. I'll have to come back here later. Eventually. Figure out all this stuff. Can I collect this frog? Yeah. This indolent Kavarena, Yasna Putty, blah blah blah. Okay, so go ahead and use her to figure out this problem again. Whoops. No, I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Let me go back to using her, please. Thank you. Okay. Now that I've done that, I have to go up here and interact with this. They just keep coming. If not for Mahir's idleness. Okay. I wish I could keep up with everything that they're saying. Now, where's the thing that I need to interact with? Is it all the way over here? I think it is. Yeah, it's this thing right here. Okay, now I can use these to get rid of these. I think that's one of them. Yeah, that's two of them. Wait, is that... Why did that not work? There we go. Something wrong here. There we go. Whoa, not a single one left. You're awesome, Sorush. I'm just kind of reading all of that silently there. Okay, let's go back to them. And go ahead and continue forward. So how much further is it going to be? Yeah, it'll open up the path here to allow me in. Enough talk, let us proceed. Mahir should be just ahead. Why does it feel like Sorush is kind of unhappy? Who knows? If I could have read everything she was saying before, then maybe I'd have some idea. Okay, I might have to free that thing. I don't know yet. Oh. Wait, is this Mahir? Is she stuck? Seems like the purple mist has already made it all the way down here. What do we do now, Sorush? Can we just do what we did earlier? You know, give some of your power to the thorns and free her? Why, of course, I shall save her. After all, she does seem so very piteous, infested with corruption and helpless as she is. This isn't the best time to throw shade on her. Exactly, we've got to save her, and quick. Yet, I have not heard her repent. I shall hear her repudiation of her obduracy, I think that's how you say that, and her supplication for my aid. Oh, come on, are you serious? We don't have time for that kind of talk. Paimon thought you were just speaking in anger. Oh, valiant, dauntless Lady Sorush, we implore thee. Stop playing along with her. Well then, if you say so. If you too say so, my Yasnapati. After all, fulfilling your wishes once in a while is indeed within the purview of one so exalted as I. Seriously? Paimon wishes you'd listen to her too, Sorush. Just use the power of the thorns as we did before. She'd better properly thank us later. So I'm assuming that I have to go free the one thing over here first in order to be able to do this, but I could be wrong. No, I have to go up there and interact with that and do this. This filth serves as the spawning bed for many monsters. Paimon knew this would happen. Anyway, Aether, time to kick them out. I think that's what she said. So let's go ahead and do just that. Should be easy enough.
Stabilize. This is order.
Allow me.
I already got rid of some of them. Okay. And the Abyss Mage is gone. So is that. Talk to Mahir. Is that all I have to do now? Okay, cool. Awesome. Are you alright, Mahir? Well, I suppose she is alive, if barely, and covered in sin, and weakened to the extent that she may only defend herself. All thanks to you, great Lady Sorush. Yeah, sure. Sorush, who took humans for companions. Sorush, who lost her way. It sounds like there's some secret meaning behind her words. Do not get near her, lest the defilement that emanates from her touches you. It seems that she has not only forgone a heart of gratitude, but has lost much of her intellect, or she would not use such baseless words to reproach me. But thank you, Sorush. If not for you and your companions, I would have needed much time to gather my strength. And even then, I am unsure that I could have stood against the rising filth on my own. The sign of Apausha could be seen all too clearly, even from the bottom of the valley, but the thorns can only crawl upon the ground, never to reach the sky, not even the reflection of the skies on the earth. Humph, of course. After all, I am the one who is destined to make sacrifices and extinguish the sign. And I must add that Aether is no companion of mine, nor is Paimon. He is my Yasnapati, a willing instrument recording my great work. Sorush is number one Yasnapati, that's me. Or I would call that description a few degrees off reality. Yeah. That's right, we're companions, aren't we? Just saving Mahir isn't enough to complete what Zervan asked us to do, right? I see. So you have something to request of me, Sorush. What? Have your senses gnarled into tumbleweed during your imprisonment and departed the Tamir Mountains into the nameless dunes? What? It is by magnanimity in not remembering past slights that my Yasnapati has been given leave to record your name within the hymn that sings my praises. Your sinful form, stained with defilement, should never otherwise have appeared within those stanzas. You should thank me, Mahir, if it was not for our elder. Whatever. We do this to obtain the twin-horned chaplet. For that reason, you must return with me to the Vorukasha Oasis. Speaking of which, Sorush, you keep talking about stained with defilement. This and sinful form that. What do you mean? It is the duty of us familiars of the thorn to prevent defilement from spreading across the earth and guard against its corrosion. But when we battle against the demons of Dev, injury is nigh unavoidable. And if you had been shattered in battle with them, that might have been worth a song, but stained as you are, you can hardly be counted as one of us. Wow, that's harsh. If it were not for my coming to your rescue, you would likely have continued some pathetic struggle here, till the world forgot you and you utterly faded away. Those are the words of the human who has befriended you, Sorush. He is no ordinary human. He is the Nasiraya of the Order of Skeptics. Huh, so that's how it is. Sounds like a matter of wounded pride. That's right, calling someone sinful because of that. Mahir, you poor thing. To do one's duty is not a pitiable act, nor is the struggling to perform that duty for a while longer shameful. But, never mind the matter of our elder. I have not fallen so low as to require your judgment. Rather, it is you who should thank me for rescuing you. Oh, come on, Sorush. Stop yelling at an injured person. Well, Mahir was wounded in combat, so that counts, right? It is all right, Sorush. Sorush will understand. Or she will never obtain the Twin Horde Chaplet from Zervan. But as she says, my sinful form is unacceptable in the eyes of the other Pari. I cannot return to the Varakasha oasis in the state. Merely perform a cleansing pilgrimage, and it will be well. A cleansing pilgrimage? Will that take a long time? Will it be dangerous? You need not be so concerned as to the details of Mahir's deeds. After all, there shall be little room for her in the praises that shall be sung of me. She knows this road well, but in her weak and helpless state, were she to be attacked along the way, I doubt there will be anything left of her. What Paimon's hearing is that things will be fine as long as we escort her. Don't worry, we're very experienced at this sort of thing. Speaking of that, why didn't you help Mahir earlier, Sorush? If you just lent a little more power to the thorns, you could have done that even without our help, right? This is my duty, not hers. Whoops. But shouldn't you help each other out in times like this? I didn't mean to switch over to Sorush. Go on. Each party has their own mission, and just like the cleansing pilgrimage, we must undertake those tasks ourselves. Missions and duties all have something... I can't keep up with what they're saying. I want to heal very fast. There we go, I healed. Oh, enemies. Protect feeble Mahir and repel our foes. Yeah, sure, this is easy. Okay. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I was trying to use a food item earlier, and I ended up summoning Sorush because they take up the same slot. You know, the gadget slot. In order to be able to use food items, I'd have to re-equip the food bag. Anyways, how far in does this go? And what's this for? I forget. Pick up? Oh, this does something special, okay. Is this a Great Gate? We encountered it along the other path as well. It seems that it ultimately fails to serve something. We're finally out of there. We can already see the I can't say that, the tree. I think that's what that is. And we can also see the sign of a Pausha. We won't be able to relax till we manage to fix the crisis above us. That's true, but let's prioritize escorting Mahir on her cleansing pilgrimage, so she can regain her spotless form and return to her companion's side. But isn't it awful that she's been fighting all this time, but now that she's injured, she can't even go back? One who clings to life and self-protection despite being filled with such filth is unworthy of an Gastapati chronicle. Good grief. What are you saying, Sorush? Mahir's been fighting all by herself to fulfill her mission all this time. She's been very brave. We should remember what she's done and praise her for it. Only humans require such things as courage. We Pari have no need of it. Sorush speaks the truth. We Pari have known our purpose since birth, and we only live to serve that purpose. We do not require remembrance. Perhaps being forgotten might even be for the best. But if the day comes when none mention us again, then surely the entire earth must have been purged of all calamity. There will be no more sacrifices to be sung of, for there will be no more sufferings to be remembered. I believe that that shall be a wonderful day. Mahir. That day is yet distant. Not before I make the sacrifice that shall extinguish the sign of the Pasha, at least. Let us not waste daylight here. We should complete the cleansing pilgrimage as soon as possible. We should not allow this preamble to delay us so. I am the protagonist of this hymn. I alone. Thank you for walking this difficult path with me, Black. I believe that the road shall be far smoother ahead. Would you like us to continue on together? Yeah, let's go together. That is also fine by me. So I guess we'll just teleport right back to Zervan. You silently escort Mahir back to the Vorukasha Oasis. We're back! Guess your cleansing pilgrimage is done, huh, Mahir? And that means your defilement issues have been solved, right? I have indeed completed the cleansing pilgrimage, but it couldn't have been done without your aid. The wind and waters here are good, and wondrous energies cycle here. For now, there is no need to worry about the defilement. Yeah, this place sure is better than that valley full of purple mist. It's definitely got that soul-purifying feeling to it. Purifying? Indeed. Hee. This was easier than Paimon thought. Now that Mahir is clear of this defilement, other Pari aren't gonna reject her anymore, right? You can finally take a rest after all that trouble you went through, Mahir. And Sorush is now closer to obtaining the chaplet as well. That's right, everyone wins. A fitting end for Mahir, perhaps, but not for me. My ending will not be something so ordinary or peaceful, or as insignificant as you are, pale floater. Oh my goodness. Paimon isn't insignificant. Well, not that Paimon's very heavy or anything either. Okay. My end shall be glorious, radiant, like that of the divine bird Simurgh. I shall split into infinite motes of Kavarena, cleansing the world of its impurity. That which Mahir has done cannot be compared to what I shall yet accomplish. Yet there was only one Simurgh, and there is only one Sorush. There's no need to imitate others. There has to be a way that doesn't involve sacrifice. My Yasnapati, it is clear that you do not understand Simurgh's greatness, nor do you rate the tragic vow and resolve of us Pari as you should. You speak but empty words, born of your witlessness. My mind is made up, my heart set. I will not be moved. Paimon doesn't get Sorush at all. Why does she insist on sacrificing herself to deal with the sign? And why is she so cold to Mahir? Well, the way things look right now, Mahir's the one with the deeds to her name. So what you're saying is that Sorush hasn't done anything yet? If you think about it, Mahir has been doing her best to protect the land from corruption, but Sorush... I'd say she's pretty anxious about that. Paimon kinda gets it now. Sorush is worried that if we praise Mahir, we won't do the same for her afterward, so she wants to do something even greater. Oh, come on. Isn't she just afraid that Mahir will steal her Yastapati? She doesn't need to worry about that. We're born flatterers, aren't we, Aether? Let Paimon think. Let's put 4 lines of praise for Sorush in that hymn, or whatever she's always going on about, and 2 from here. That way, everyone wins. Hehe. Okay, so let's talk to Mahir here. The sights and scenes of the Vorukasha Oasis are as they always were. They comfort you humans as well, yes? About Pari responsibilities. These should come naturally to us Pari, and should not trouble us. Okay. What about the next thing? About Sorush. Sorush is also doing her utmost to fulfill her duties as a Pari, although her methods could use some refinement. She is very dedicated to her duties. I am sure you understand what I mean. Okay, so a new quest was added. It says, as the cover in his light shows. So it wants us to talk to Zervan. Go to Zervan to obtain the Twin Horn Chaplet, and you will be able to go around collecting the great songs of Kavarena. Let's go talk to her, right over here. Well now, if it isn't Sorush and her Yastapati. You sure did come back quickly. And while this might sound rude, you have exceeded my expectations. Well, whether it be the foolish Mahir or ignorant Rashnu, I have personally saved them and brought them back to our Sea of Flowers. You'll see me in a different light now, I trust, Elder? Paimon thinks it's more accurate to say that we saved them together. Aether put in a ton of work, too. You speak too much. I was planning to elevate you, too, to the position of my Yastapati. But if you will be so petty, Pale Flutter, it seems I must reconsider my decision. Well, actually, never mind. Who wants to be your Yastapati anyway? Now, it may seem strange to say so, but I believe myself and my Yastapati to be of the same root and stem, indivisible. And just as the heroes of legend should have many helpers, my Yastapati's work shall also count for my glory. It also goes without saying that a pari who shall do such a supreme deed as I will not peddle in the foolishness that is stealing another's credit. Therefore, Yastapati mine, feel free to add your deeds to the hymn, for thus shall my great deed seem all the greater for it. We're taking this a bit far, I think. That's right. We're quite used to you talking like this, Sorush. But Zervan's right over there, looking at us like we're a bunch of idiots. Then let us not speak of things unrelated. Just as we agreed before, Elder, you can give me the Twin Horn Chaplet now, yes? Well, we did, but I can't give you the chaplet. Wait, are you going back on your word? Hehe, now the chaplet is a symbol of Kavarena's recognition. How could it be given away based on private whims? Amidst the countless motes of Kavarena created by the transformed divine bird, only we, Pari, have been blessed with intelligence. It is thus that we are able to communicate with the remaining consciousness within the mother tree and guide the power of Kavarena. But not all Pari may possess such authority. Only the Bloom Guards, those who prove worthy successors to the divine bird's aspirations and have the courage to see that wish through, may gain the chaplet, the crown that contains wisdom. Come then, pray along with me to the invincible Kavarena. If you have been acknowledged, then our God will grant you the chaplet herself. Zervan recites the words of the ancient hymn, and Sorush joins her. It is as if 1,000 birds sang out at once, and as if 100 flowers respond. Oh? Oh wow. She actually got it. Cool. Oh, so the chaplet just grows out of your head. Well, this didn't go as we thought, but guess you've got your Twin Horn Chaplet now, Sorush. You look much more reliable than before. Haha, of course I am the destined Bloom Guard after all. Now I need only offer myself as a sacrifice to extinguish the sign of Apausha. And there you go, ruining our impression of you right away. But since you've got the chaplet, Sorush, now we can go find that great song of Kavarena thing, right? Paimon remembers Nase Juna saying that we'll need to collect enough of those great songs if we want to perform that rite of his, and then we can pass through the darkness. But who knows if his words can be relied on or not. That is the rite of Chinvat. Now, is this Nase Juna you speak of from the Order of Skeptics? To think that any human remembers that rite. I thought that it had been lost. I did once travel alongside human heroes to cross the darkness through the rite and cleanse the impurities tainting the mother tree. Hey, looks like he wasn't mistaken then. But when that happened, I was the one who personally used the Cavarena to repair the seal that held the darkness at bay. Later, I was the one who fused the strongest Cavarena collected there into the 5 great songs, which I used to purify the land. The skeptics should not have the knowledge of the great song's existence if they relied merely on their traditional records. Maybe Nasejin is just that interested in researching documents? Maybe there are some documents he found elsewhere that you didn't know about, Zervan? That would make him all the more suspicious. As I understand it, there are indeed others who would be interested in the great songs. All the same, with you there, I believe such small matters should be no obstacle. In any case, Sorush has only just obtained the chaplet and cannot collect enough Cavarena. If we wish to conduct the rite of Chinvat now, we will need the power of the great songs. At that time, after I first scattered the monsters that had invaded our Sea of Flowers, the great songs were scattered across the land. Only one was hidden by me within the waters of the Sunyata Lake here, kept away for a future time of need. Now that Sorush has obtained the authority to touch the great songs, you can first go to obtain this one. But as for the rest, you shall have to seek them out for yourself. Safeguard them well. Do not let them fall into the hands of suspicious people. I would also ask that you take care of Sorush for me. Though she may have obtained the acknowledgement of Cavarena, I fear that wisdom and intelligence have never been prerequisites for becoming a Bloomguard. Oh wow. And let's talk to Zervan. I leave it to you to help Sorush out. About the sign of Apasha. The appearance of the sign of Apasha is a result of the constant buildup of defilement. Have I read this before? Last time such an occurrence happened was centuries ago. I, along with some human warriors, set about eradicating it. Should the defilement be allowed to erode the structure of the tree, then once the filth grows too much for the Cavarena to contain, the Tanigi Hollow's rift might just reopen. Yeah, I probably read that before. Okay, so this is actually where I'm going to be stopping. Before that, I'm going to go ahead and make some wishes again. I'll keep going for Kaza. Okay, I didn't get anything. Oh well, I was only able to make the one wish anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. The next time I play, I will continue this quest. And if I finish this quest fast enough, like if I actually finish it at all, then I might move on to one of these story quests here. Probably Nahida's. I also have some hangout events that I could do too, but that's assuming, of course, that a timed event isn't added. If a timed event is added in that time, then I'll probably focus on that instead, but we'll see. Anyway, so yeah, thanks again, see you next time, and bye-bye.